Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're on the 101 right here in Washington. Trucking north. We're going to go up to a little town called Westport. They got a cool little lighthouse. Big lighthouse, I think. I've never been there. And we're going to see the ocean. Yay. Pacific Ocean. Picture perfect weather. Great day for a little bit of sightseeing. What do you think? Pretty drive up through here. Off to the left would be the Pacific Ocean. A lot of inlet waterways. We're going to cut through a couple little towns too. All these buildings right on the left is called Goose Point oysters. You don't get as fresh as what they can, huh? Right there. That'd be cool. All right, let's keep rolling. Welcome to South Bend, Washington. Off to the left, that's the Willapa River. Small towns, back roads. We're going to keep cruising through. We've got a couple little towns we're going to cut through, and then we're going to get right over along the coast up to Westport. There's a museum up in Westport too. Look at that seafood company right there. Fishing, everything. Well, you got the ocean right here. Why not? Old buildings. Always enjoy coming up through these coastal towns like this. It's like a different world. Alright, we made it through. What a view these houses have right over that river. Wonder what the winters are like here. They're probably kind of protected from the ocean. Heavy snows, I guess. I don't know. Big Ace Hardware there. All right, well, let's keep rolling. Summer of 2026. Hard to even think those numbers, huh? This is The Journey Never Ends Summer Tour Series. We're just getting it going. Got lots of destinations. Actually, I'll collect enough footage that will run clear into like October. You'll be seeing all this from this summer trip. All right, I think next little town is called Raymond. Made it. Here's Raymond. On the maps, it looks like the river divides this town into two. Then from here, we're going to get off the 101. We're going to run up the coast. It's not that much farther. I think we got about 30 miles to get up to Westport, something like that. Here's the river again. All right, we got to make a left up here. Oh, we're going to cut up to a little town called Tokeland, then Grayland, and we'll be in Westport. And Google Maps tell me make a left here. All right, yay. So long, 101. We'll see you later on. You see a lot of the tsunami signs telling you you're in low-lying areas. All right, well, we'll just keep cruising. There's your view, getting closer and closer to that Pacific Ocean. That salty old air, huh? Okay, this should be the community at Tokeland. This is also an Indian reservation, Shoalwater Bay Reservation, I believe, according to the maps. And they got a casino. It's like motel, hotel. The town's actually over along the water, but I want to get up to Westport. That lighthouse has limited hours to see it. And just a few miles left. But Westport, it's right at the tip of the, I'm going to call it a peninsula when you look at it on Google Maps. I've never cut over this far. Whenever I drove this area, I always stayed on 101. So it's all first for me. Pretty ride. Lots of trees, kind of blocks your view from the ocean a little bit. Alright, well, I'm going to keep the cameras rolling. Just enjoy the views. We'll be up there shortly. There it is. And it is open. Yay. This guy wanted to hustle up here a little bit. I definitely want to check this. Says online, great reviews, and we can get up to the top. Go up all the steps. What a pretty place, huh? Big trees. That thing looks really good condition. Oh, look at the RVs. I bet they're volunteers at work here. Little motorhome there. That's one of them Lazy Days motorhomes, I think. Flags up, got the old buildings, couple picnic tables. See if I gotta pay to get in there, probably.
Swamp more, there was much more of a swamp in the beginning.
Yeah, cool.
And then this is probably my favorite picture. This is probably half the town. It's 1897, right? And
no one's smiling either.
yeah, no.
You know they did that because
the shutter went forever.
Well,
forever.
no teeth.
And no teeth, yeah. And then if you look at this little one, couldn't stay still.
Oh.
So pretty much this is working families, and then these would be the sponsorship families. You can kind of tell from dress. These are oil workers up here. This is a general contractor, Erickson. He owned a huge lumber mill in Aberdeen, and he exported over the years.
Wow.
Water just kept going.
That's something.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. That one jetty could do all of that.
All right. Well, all right, up we go. $5 to climb it. Otherwise, it's free. I'll catch that on the way back down. Little video. Well, that's a lot of stairs. You ready?
Okay. It's the service level where you drop off your kerosene back in the day.
In here?
Yeah. Only way to make artificial eggs to burn things, so that's what you do.
She said the water used to be all the way up here.
It could get up here on a bad day. About 400 feet from us here on the west side. A king's eye, storm surge. You made it to the lens. Beautiful lens. Andre Laporte, 1895. 2,000 pounds of brass and glass up there.
What do they call them? Fresnel?
Fresnel, Augustin Jean Fresnel, that was the physicist's name. Young chap strutting into Paris with this idea that he could bend light. Invention to save 1,000 ships up there for sure.
Yeah.
This is the rotation mechanism here. Before you can see the etchings on the pedestal.
They still using it?
Oh, we're not using this one now. We can illuminate it for special events, but it had a very special bearing. It had 3.5 gallons of mercury in it. 400 pounds.
Wow.
Made it a frictionless bearing, so frictionless that a kid could push it. They didn't use child labor. They actually used that clockwork. It had a cable going down the center of the tower. 200-pound weight. The lighthouse keeper would have to wind it up every 2 hours. And as it descended, that's be the energy they use to rotate the lens.
Wow. There it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
246 glass prisms, 4 lenses, 2 bullseyes. Flash of white at 18 miles. 5 seconds of darkness. That's those curved prisms on the access doors. Then the big lens over there, fully concentric 360. That was a red flash. It's always been a clear lens, but they had a second lens between the fire source and the Fresnel lens, which was made out of ruby glass, had gold in it.
This is a big one.
Yeah, that takes up half the lens. That's why it has to spin 6 times a minute. Spinning that fast, they had to use the mercury flow.
This thing goes around 6 times a minute?
It did.
Wow.
You could feel the air coming off this thing. I mean, it must have been amazing. It was white out one side, red out the other. We just had two beams of light. Most lighthouses you see would have like 24 beams of light. Rotate once every 2 minutes.
Well, you got your world-class view up here. So where's home?
For me?
Yeah.
Right downstairs.
Your RV?
Yep.
Yeah.
Been rolling around for a while. Find it to be the best thing. Right now I think I'm in the best place. It's going to be super duper hot. We're going to be right here and close to the water as we can get.
You ever get down to Arizona?
So again?
You ever get down to Arizona?
No, not so much.
Yeah.
Is that your estate plan?
That's where I'm from, yeah.
Okay, Pete gets out of this thing. He some great views. Watch this. First of all, it's 130-year-old hinge. Watch that next week. Ooh, I'm kidding. It's a beautiful, beautiful lens.
Yeah. Them old tube type bulb.
Old candle stand down there. Kerosene set still falling down 95 years later.
Wow. Well, pretty darn amazing, sir. So this little light is just what they have going now out here.
That is the active lighthouse today, yeah. So that one does 19 miles to the white and 17 miles to the red.
They can see that 19 miles.
You can see that 19 miles away, but you're only 123 feet above sea level. That puts the horizon, you see there, 13 miles away.
So how far could they see this big one?
From 18 miles white, 16 miles red.
So this little one replaced that big sun?
Yeah, check out this. Remember that bulbous? Yeah.
And that's in that?
This one has 20 Fresnel rings on it. That one has 100. There's so much loss in here, but they needed that loss.
Yeah.
Heat.
Oh, I bet.
Heat escape out of those.
Yeah, vented out the top. So, well, very cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry I wasn't downstairs to meet you there.
Oh, that's all right. She said you're already up top. Just go on up. So that's what I did. So, well.
Nobody's supposed to touch the lens. It looks like nobody touches the lens because if you don't polish it, all of a sudden you have fingerprints. And that's why. That's really the reason I don't think they wanted anybody to touch the lens.
Well,
I actually don't mind walking around.
hi.
How are you doing?
Good. He's up there.
Okay, the echo is crazy.
Oh, yeah. What a view you get up there. It's worth it.
Beautiful. That's great. Thank you.
You betcha. Have a good day, ladies.
You too. I bet they used to be windows. I don't know, I'll ask him. Oh, what's that? Wow. It's like 20 feet high. Really cool. Yeah, well, those lights on my office were missing back then.
Well, that was too cool for school. What a view from up top. And before they built the jetties, the water used to come all the way up close to the lighthouse. Now it's all land. That's amazing. What history? Look at 1910, 1940. So you can see the water line. There's one 1975. Huh. Shows you how everything changes. Short pine expand. Oh, the trees. Wow, they've grown quick. 30 years. I'll be darned. This is probably one of the best access lighthouses I've been to that I can remember. I mean, you can get right up in there and see the light, the view, everything here. Very cool. Looks like original stones when they built it. Still here. You always hear about the shipwrecks. You don't hear about how many lives these lighthouses saved. Especially way back. So that guy said they motorhome. They're full-time RVers. They do gigs like this. Stay here along the beach. Stay cool. Be a good summer getaway coming up here. Doing this kind of work. A lot of work campers do this stuff. But a lot of these trees in the last 30 years have really taken over and grown. And this was water clear up to here. Century ago. They give you a nice little brochure. It's worth it. $5 to go up. Help support these places. They do have limited hours here and times you can come here. Grays Harbor Lighthouse Station. Well, glad I came to this one. Alright, well, I took a little break for a while. Just sat here, checked the phone. There is a museum, maritime museum we can go to. And like a little watchtower where we'll be able to see the ocean and the harbor coming into Westport. There's one of those tsunami sirens. That'd be scary. Hear that thing go off. Okay, gonna make a left. Kind of one way in, one way out up here on this peninsula. I'm gonna call it peninsula. It's coast. Washington is really a unique coastal state. You get to explore a lot of this. It's a huge state. Well, it looks like all their businesses, stores are up through here, just past the police station. Gotta be getting close to the harbor up here. Airport right there. Wouldn't that be cool to fly the coast? Always windy though along the ocean. Wind and fog. I think we're kind of lucky. Summertime you do get fog along the coast. Where'd all the trees go? They are gone. Well, I'm just kind of following along on the maps. There's Westport sign. This'll dead end up here. Find that observation tower. We'll do that first and hit the museum. Sound like a plan? Heck yeah. Yeah, some of these buildings are pretty rough shape. Bar and grill. Little motel, but that's popular. All the buildings got flat roofs. Wow, this is bigger than what I thought. Let me get this guy off my bumper a second. I'm holding up the show. There you go, buddy. He knew where he's going, I don't. All the fishing boats. How cool is this? Here's the harbor. And it shows on the maps. I gotta go down the end of the street here. Oh, we'll check all this out. I can't park in here. Hopefully there's better parking. Van's too long. Look at that flag. We got wind going right now. A lot of charters, so you can go out fishing on a boat. I'd do that. I did that a long time ago. Very long. Went out down in California, out of the San Francisco Bay Area. All the bubbles. That guy's having fun on the corner, making bubbles. It was pretty good, but you don't realize how rough those seas get out there. A lot of people got sick on that boat that day. And you're out there a long time. Whoop, I see that tower, I think. Straight on. Oh, cool. I'll find parking in here. Well, we're at the very end. See, there's their tower. Make a left here. There's the jetty. Oh, big old parking lot here. Heck yeah. All right, let's go check out that tower. Port of Grays Harbor. A little bit about the tower here. Well, what do you say? Up we go. Oh yeah, we'll get a view up here. Didn't look that tall, but we'll see out. Very cool.
Now back up. Down. Come on.
Down we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good on my arm. What's it called?
Look at that flock of whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Pelicans. Those are pelicans.
That's a mile long. And it's all like that. So
Oh yeah, look at the harbor. All the shops, charters, big old jetty.
West.
This is huge.
Okay. Alright, this is north.
It is windy, but it won't affect those boats. Oh, cool. All of those fishing boats, that's their way of life here. They really count on tourism and the fishing. That's got to be competitive. Coast Guard's out here somewhere too. Wow, some of them boats are big. Oh, look at that one. Very cool. Well, very nice. When you look at the tower from the ground, it doesn't look this high, but you can really get a great view from up here. Way across the water, we're going to be up there at Ocean Shores. That'll be next video. There's your Pacific Ocean and the port of Westport. Okay, it's summer, hot everywhere, and I'm cold. That wind coming off that ocean is cold. Well, let's do this. We'll grab the van, go find that museum, see what else we can get into. What a neat little place. Glad I came up here. I always wanted to, off that 101. But it's kind of one way in, one way out of here. Good parking for RVs though. Just come down to the end of the road. You got a lot of room to park if you're bringing an RV up in here. There's got to be campgrounds. I just didn't look hard here. Okay. Check the maps. I think I gotta make a left. And a right. Museum should be right down here. Oh, city buses run out here. Wow. Oop, there's a museum. And I'm not gonna park here. I think I see stuff around back of that building. Let me go around for parking. Van would just stick way too far out in the road. It's okay, we want to check this area too. Oh yeah, I'll fit in here somewhere. It's that white building with the red roof right here. Oh, look at this. They knew we were coming. This is perfect. Okay, this is the Maritime Museum here, Westport.
So we do these 1, 2, 3 different rooms right down here, right? Is that right? So 3 rooms down here?
3 rooms up. 3 rooms up. 3 rooms on here.
There's 2 levels in here. There's an upstairs.
Okay, thank you so much.
Then when you're done, the other
A lot of fishing history, a lot of debris that's washed up from like tsunamis, earthquakes. Those are urns that have washed ashore. Incredible, huh? Journeyed clear across the ocean. Pretty small, really. This was an old Coast Guard station. Neat old pictures. A lot of artifacts from back when. People that were stationed here probably. Think of all the lives they've saved. Oh, there's the lighthouse. We were just there, huh? We seen that light for real. There they are hooking it up. Grays Harbor Lighthouse. Oh, to go out in those rolling seas and rescue people. These guys earn their paycheck. Here you go, ship in a bottle. How'd they do that? Remember when I was a kid, that was such a big deal. There's your ship in a bottle. Shipwrecks, lots of them. Hundreds and hundreds of them. Beach your boat, beach your ship liner right on the beach. Oh man. That'd be something to see. That's back for GPS and all that. All right, I think we got an upstairs we can go up to. See what's up there, I'm not sure. Looks like artwork. Ooh, Jaws. Isn't it Shark Week in the summertime on one of the big networks? He looks like he needs a Rolade, ate too much. Wow, big old tortoise shells. Don't they live for hundreds and hundreds of years? Really makes great artwork, doesn't it? Well, there you go. Mount your next fish right on the wall. Very cool. Wow. Now there's one to brag about. There's bragging rights there. Wow. West Point, Grays Harbor. What a monster fish, huh? That was cool. Not super big, but they got a lot of stuff in there. I was pretty impressed with that artwork. I don't know if we can get in here or not. They got outside display skeletons. Nope. All locked up. Whales, huh? Oh no, what is that? Yep, it's a whale. Thing is huge. Pretty cool, huh? What's this one? Sea lion. Another whale. Want to go across street? Look at the boats. Heck yeah. A little gazebo. Pretty neat little town. It's not too crowded. They probably got their festivals and that kind of stuff. But I keep saying it's kind of off the beaten path to get over here, off that Highway 101. What's this say? Commercial fishing, groundfish, 92 species. Groundfish here. Wow. Isn't that pretty? That old blue water. Looks like that's our fuel docks. Can you imagine gassing up one of them fishing boats though? Oof. Price on the water's always double. Pull in and get you about $2,000 worth of fuel. Ouch. There's some boats going in and out up there. So it's a pretty busy port. Well, glad I came up through here. Seen boats, ocean, view, lighthouse, maritime museum, all in this one little town. Something fishy going on here, huh? Camera's probably not picking up, but they're working on those boats out there. You always work on a boat. From the day you buy it to the day you sell it, you work on a boat. wildflowers. I got their planter boxes full. Oyster farming. Oh, they farm oysters here. Well, I'll head back to the van. That perfect parking place I found out back. Think of all the people that were stationed here. Went in and out of this Coast Guard station. Got the watchtower up top. Well, they're saving it now. That's cool. Saving history. Got to. Well, from here I cut back towards the 101. We're going to pick up the 101 again and go through Aberdeen, Washington. The goal tonight, I'll be staying tonight at Ocean Shores, right on the ocean. That'll be next video coming up. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for free newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool articles, blogs, downloadable puzzles, kind of relate to travel. That's all free. Plus a merch shop. Coffee mugs, hats, shirts, all that. Armchair Traveler series, and also the world famous. Heck yeah. Hats, mugs, very popular, make great gifts, a lot of fun. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I really appreciate it very much. Thank you. What a great day. Perfect weather. That wind was a little chilly. That view tower, but wasn't bad. Better than all the heat going on right now. Alright, need to make a left here. Get on this busy road. Make our way back towards US 101. Next video will be up at Ocean Shores, and after that we're going to keep going all the way up the coast. Clear up to Port Townsend, Washington. So stay tuned to this Journey Never Ends 2026 summer travel season on RVerTV. Talk soon.